Why selling information won't work in 2025 and what to do instead. Welcome to the One Person Startup Podcast. I'm your host, Amado Aguilar, and today we're getting into something that's changing the entire creator landscape. We've entered what I'm calling the creator economy level 2. And if you're a content creator, coach, course creator, or just anyone selling information products online, you're going to want to hear what's happening right now. There's a shift in the creator economy. And when I first started in the space, everyone was buying tons of information based digital products. They paid good money for information because it simply wasn't easy to find. But that doesn't work anymore. Information is too easy to find now. Everyone is sharing information, and so many more creators are putting out content every single day. We've reached the next level of the creator economy. Let's call it the age of results, systems, and experiences. Creator Economy Level 2. AI has completely transformed how people access information. It's made it easier to get steps, guides, advice. It's even becoming a teacher, an assistant, guide, a mentor, and so much more. So you got to think, what can you provide that isn't easily available anywhere else? What value can you offer that people can't get from a free AI tool? But what can that possibly be? AI has the whole internet available to pull information from. It has all the answers and it has all the strategies. But here's what AI doesn't have: it doesn't have feelings, it doesn't know fear, it doesn't know regret, it doesn't know confusion, it doesn't have relatable history. It doesn't know what goes through your mind when you second guess yourself and battle with the idea of quitting or continuing. It doesn't know the thoughts that race through your mind when someone insults you, when your car breaks down, when your kids get in trouble, when you get snowed in, when you're low on cash, when you're starving, or when you have no emotional support. It doesn't understand anything that people have to mentally deal with while chasing their dreams. Because knowing it all can fail if something goes wrong because you're going down to your last dollars, your bills are piling up, your employer is forcing unplanned overtime, or you're just feeling burnout and your body feels exhausted after a long day's work. It's not as simple as having a set of tasks to complete because you already have tasks to complete. You go to work, you punch in for 8 to 12 hours, you pay for bills, you shop for groceries, you maintain your hygiene, maintain your car, your home, your relationships, and still squeeze a little time in for leisure because you just need a break from the daily grind that wears you down. But you can't stop. So you need to unwind a bit before doing it all over again and again and again. AI doesn't know what that feels like. It can't possibly share these kinds of experiences or know how to really deal with them because while everything looks good on paper, in reality, your energy gets drained. Accidents happen. Working with others doesn't always work out. Emotions flare up, opportunities suddenly appear, and your boss could promote you to more pay, but with more responsibility, more work, more time, and the world wants more of you. It's what we desire as humans, for others to want us in some way and to some capacity. We do everything for status, appreciation, recognition, or to support, to care, to self indulge. A million things are juggling around us, and the systematic step by step guide from a professionally prompted chatbot that spits out a 1,000 plus word wall of text in a pretty framework with headings and dividers, is that supposed to be the solution to our simple lives? If you believe that AI can just magically take all the juggling pins off your hands and allow you to just deeply focus like some Shaolin monk on some extreme new skill, with all your life's spinning saucers balanced on chopsticks, then you don't understand the majority of humanity. Every day, people don't know about half the stuff you know about because they care more about everyday interactions. their relationships with friends, family, and partners. They care about what they're going to do on the weekend, where to watch the game, where to go hiking, where to vacation, where to have dinner. They care about going to the gym, getting that summer body, eating a healthy diet, and improving their health. They don't care about the best prompts to write a blog post in their client's voice or produce 30 pieces of short form content in a one thread per week. They don't care about reading or writing a weekly newsletter, doing hours of research about the latest Grok update, or finding the best email service provider to connect with their audience every Saturday morning. This is a 1% opportunity. AI is the future, and 99% of the population does not care. You are the lucky 1% that does. You are the lucky 1% that is taking advantage of this opportunity, an opportunity of a lifetime. When people look back on history, they think, I wish I could have sold the shovels during the gold rush. I wish I could have struck oil so I could become rich. I wish I could have invented the iPhone. And they're going to have wished that they could have accessed and utilized AI to have, benefited from whatever it is you can make. So they think, I wish I could be rich to give my family everything we dream about so we would never have to worry about expensive healthcare, expensive food, cars breaking down on our way to work, or money problems when the landlord pushes an eviction notice through the door, or the repossession letters from the car financing company, or the relationship problems caused by lack of money and other basic needs like transportation, shelter, and a better living situation. AI is the new gold rush. AI can always spit out an answer, but it doesn't actually know the real experiences, feelings, and emotions that people go through as they pursue their dreams. AI has the answers and can outline plans with steps of how to make something happen, but it doesn't take into account what can happen every day in our lives because life is unexpected and spontaneous things happen more often than we realize. AI is not AI is the next gold rush, with tons of people trying to sell shovels, gold pans, and excavators. You're in the middle of this rush. But what I've learned from observing creators around me is that what worked a couple years ago, it doesn't work now. Information is abundant and easy to get. It's free all across YouTube, easily provided at the top of Google's AI summaries, and it's free from OpenAI and its fierce competition like Claude, Grok, DeepSeek, and more. Information is almost as easy to get as oxygen. You pull out a phone out of your pocket and you're connected to a wealth of information. So your offer cannot be what is abundantly available anymore. It's no different than me going to the tropical islands of Hawaii or the mountaintops of Wyoming and filling a glass bottle with oxygen to sell back to the public as the best O2 you can get in a 16-ounce glass. You are the offer. I'm not going to tell you anything revolutionary here that will help you become a millionaire because AI could do that already. What I will share with you is that your information is no longer the offer, but you are. People want to know what you think. People want to know what you would do in their shoes. People want to know, how do you deal with life while pursuing your goals? Because you know what it feels like to experience their pains. Because you know what it feels like when things go wrong. Because you know what it feels like to be overwhelmed with everything when all you want is to finally succeed at the one thing you teach. I'll have to cut this off right here and pick it back up later because I got stuff to do. I have to get out of bed, help my kids, make some breakfast, do some schoolwork, work on the side business, and handle everything else life is dropping on me. This is Amado Aguilar, and I'll see you next time. P.S. If you're ready to stand out in the age of AI, I've got something for you. It's called the 5 Step Product Marketing Blueprint. a free guide that shows you how to market your products using 5 proven strategies. This isn't just about information, it's about creating a system that works for you even when life gets messy. You click the link in the description. Final thoughts: AI can give you the answers, but it can't give you the human edge. Your experiences, your struggles, your wins, that's what makes you unique. That's what people connect with. So stop trying to compete with AI on information and start competing on connection. Because at the end of the day, people don't just buy products, they buy you. See you next time.